When you hear the word menopause, what's the first thing that pops into your head? I'm willing to bet it's hot flashes, right? But what if I told you that's just the tiny, tiny tip of a much larger iceberg? Okay, let's get into it.
Does this sound familiar? You're lying awake, staring up at the ceiling, just wondering what on earth has happened to your sleep. You are definitely not alone in asking this.
Or how about this one? That super frustrating feeling of brain fog, where names, words, or even what you literally just read seems to have vanished. It can be really unsettling.
And then there's this. One minute you feel totally fine, and the next you're irritable or anxious for no good reason. It can feel like you're on this emotional roller coaster you never even signed up for.
Well, here's the thing. All these seemingly separate issues, the sleep, the brain fog, the mood swings, they aren't separate at all. They are all deeply connected by one single powerful transition in life.
To really get what's going on, we have to look under the hood at the hormonal changes that are driving all of these experiences. This is where we find the real why behind everything.
Okay, this is probably one of the most important things to understand. Think of it this way. Perimenopause is the journey. It's that long transitional road trip, sometimes lasting for years, where your hormones are just all over the map. Menopause itself, that's just the destination. It's a single point in time, 12 months after your final period. And this is so key because almost all of the symptoms we feel start way back on the journey, long before we ever reach that destination.
So keeping that hormonal roller coaster in mind, let's go way beyond the hot flash stereotype. It's time to shine a light on the symptoms that are so often missed, or worse, just blamed on something else.
I mean, the full picture is just so much bigger than feeling hot. We're talking about everything from sleep disruptions and that nagging brain fog to real physical changes in your skin, your hair, or even your joints. All of these are potential signs of those exact same hormonal shifts happening inside you.
Let's just zoom in on one of these to see how deep the connection really goes. Take sleep. For so many women, this isn't a side effect, it's the main event. It's not just feeling a bit tired. It's about the fundamental quality of your sleep being altered, which of course has a domino effect on everything else in your day.
70%. Just let that sink in for a second. That's how many women report having sleep problems during this transition. This isn't a minor issue, it's a massive, widespread experience that's often tied directly to the decline in estrogen, which messes with your body's internal thermostat. And when that system goes haywire, guess what? So does your sleep. And it's the exact same story with mood. If you've been feeling irritable or anxious, please know it is not all in your head. It's biological. Your hormones are in charge of key mood regulators in your brain, like serotonin and GABA. When your hormones are fluctuating, your mood can too. This is a physical symptom, not a personal failing.
Now, it's so important to understand that while these symptoms are common, your personal experience of them is going to be completely unique. There is no single one-size-fits-all path through this.
So why is it so different for everyone? Well, a whole bunch of factors are at play. Your specific hormonal levels, your overall health before this all started, your stress levels, your lifestyle, and even your genetics. They all mix together to shape your individual journey.
So here's the most important takeaway. There is no right way to go through this. One person might find their symptoms are totally debilitating, while another person barely notices a thing. Both of those paths are completely normal and completely valid. Okay, so now that we get the what and the why, let's pivot to the how. How can you start to feel better? The great news is there are simple, really powerful actions you can take starting right now.
And this is not about some massive, overwhelming life change. It's about small, manageable steps. Things like improving your sleep hygiene. Keeping your bedroom cool, putting your phone away. Adding in some gentle movement, like walking or yoga. And here's a really powerful one, tracking your symptoms.
And yeah, that last point is so important. When you track what's happening, your sleep, your mood, your energy, you start to see patterns. This is incredibly empowering. It turns that vague feeling of, I just don't feel right, into concrete information you can talk about with your doctor, helping you become your own best health advocate. Ultimately, it really all comes down to this. This isn't just a collection of random, annoying symptoms that you just have to suffer through. It is a full-body transition. And the very first step to navigating it with confidence is simply recognizing and understanding what's going on. That knowledge is absolutely power.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. It's not about perfection. It's just about progress.
It's about taking that first small step toward feeling like yourself again. What will yours be?